A man enters a room full of enemies. No weapons, no army, just words. In 30 minutes, they're working for him. In ancient China, this wasn't fiction. It was Sun Tzu's reality. 2,500 years ago, a military general discovered something terrifying. Wars aren't won with swords. They're won in the mind. And every strategy he created, you're living through them right now. His real name was Sun Tzu, born in the kingdom of Qi. Around 544 BC, China wasn't one country back then. It was 7 warring kingdoms, constantly fighting for dominance. Sun Tzu wasn't born into power. He was a commoner who rose through pure intellect. While other generals studied formations and weapons, he studied something far more dangerous, human nature. At 30 years old, he wrote 13 chapters that would change warfare forever. But here's what's insane. He never wrote about fighting. He wrote about psychology. King Helu of Wu heard about this mysterious strategist. He summoned Sun Tzu and challenged him. Can you really train anyone to follow orders? Sun Tzu said, anyone, even your concubines. The king laughed. He gave Sun Tzu 180 palace women who had never held a weapon. This was a test designed to humiliate him. Sun Tzu divided them into 2 groups, gave them commanders, explained the orders clearly, then gave the command, turn left. They laughed, didn't move. Sun Tzu said, if orders aren't clear, it's the general's fault. He explained again, gave the command again, turn left. They laughed again. Then Sun Tzu did something that shocked everyone. He executed the 2 commanders, the king's 2 favorite concubines right there. The king tried to stop him. Sun Tzu said, a general in the field doesn't take orders from the king. He appointed new commanders, gave the order one more time. Perfect execution, not a single mistake. Sun Tzu turned to the king and said, your army is ready. The king made him general of his entire army. In the next 10 years, Sun Tzu conquered 2 kingdoms without losing a single major battle. But here's the terrifying part. Most of his victories happened without fighting. Sun Tzu understood something most people still don't. The greatest victories happen in the mind, not on the battlefield. Let me show you 5 mind games he used that work today. Mind game number 1, the illusion of choice. Sun Tzu would give enemies 2 options, surrender now, or fight and surrender later. Both end in surrender, but the enemy feels they chose their fate. In sales, never give one option. Give 2. Both benefit you. Do you want the premium package or the standard? Either way, they're buying. They just feel in control. Mind game number 2, strategic weakness. Sun Tzu would deliberately show weakness to lure enemies into traps. He'd leave camps poorly defended, supplies exposed. Enemies would attack thinking they found an opportunity and walk into annihilation. In poker, the best players look uncertain when they have the winning hand. In meetings, sometimes looking unprepared makes others underestimate you, then you strike with perfect information. Mind game number 3, the speed paradox. Sun Tzu said, speed is the essence of war, but he didn't mean move fast. He meant make decisions so fast, your enemy can't adapt. Strike before they finish thinking. In business, companies like Tesla move faster than competitors can react. They don't just innovate, they innovate faster than others can copy. By the time you catch up, they're 3 moves ahead. Mind game number 4, divide and conquer the mind. Sun Tzu never attacked unified enemies. He'd spread rumors, create distrust, make them question their own allies. By the time he attacked, they were already fighting each other. Look at modern politics and media. The real power players don't fight you directly, they make you fight each other. While everyone argues left versus right, someone else is making all the moves. Mind game number 5, the invisible victory. Sun Tzu's ultimate strategy. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. His greatest victories, battles that never happened. He'd build such a fearsome reputation that kingdoms would surrender just hearing his name. He won wars through fear, not force. In business, the best companies don't compete, they dominate so completely that others don't even try. Apple doesn't fight in the phone wars. They created a different game entirely. So how do you use Sun Tzu's mind games in your life? 3 principles. Principle 1. Know yourself first. Sun Tzu said, "If you know yourself and know your enemy, you need not fear 100 battles." Most people skip the first part. They study others, but never study themselves. Before your next negotiation, meeting, or conflict, audit yourself. What are your weaknesses, your triggers, your blind spots? Master yourself before you try to influence others. Principle 2. Attack perception, not reality. Sun Tzu won by controlling what enemies believed, not what was true. You don't need to be the strongest, you need to appear strongest. Build your reputation strategically. In your career, document your wins publicly. In relationships, set boundaries early so people know your standards. Control the perception, control the outcome. Principle 3. Win before the fight. Sun Tzu spent more time preparing than fighting. The battle was decided in the planning room, not the battlefield. Stop reacting. Start positioning. In your career, network before you need a job. In business, build relationships before you need favors. By the time you fight, you've already won. Sun Tzu died 2,500 years ago, but every strategy he created still works. Because he didn't study war, he studied human nature, and humans haven't changed. The question isn't whether these mind games work. The question is, are you going to be the one using them, or the one being used? If you want to master the psychology of power, hit subscribe. Next video, we're breaking down Machiavelli's 7 dark arts of manipulation. Trust me, don't want to miss this.